If you had the chance right now to thank anyone in your life for all that they have done, who would it be? For me, it's obvious. Over the years, I have met and known many different people, all whom have influenced or impacted me in some way or another. Then there's that one person who just continues to amaze and inspire me greatly, day after day. Whether they are a parent, grandparent, sibling, friend, or all of the above, we all know someone like that. Like I said though, for me it's clear. So today, I would very much like to thank Mrs. Allison DePasca, my mother. My mom is tough on me. That's how I can tell she's dedicated to her job as a mother. She works hard and doesn't give up. My mom is brave and certainly a fighter. Yet she's also the kindest, most caring person that I know and love. My mom always pushes me to do the best, to do my best and be my best. Whenever I am uncomfortable, scared, or nervous, which let me tell you happens a lot, my mom is always there supporting and propelling me forward. Half the experiences and chances I've had in life never would have happened without my mother being there to really bolster my confidence, allowing me to take the plunge. For example, whether I'm trying out for a sports team or auditioning for a role in a play, I usually have that moment of doubt where I'm ready to give up and walk away. Thank goodness my mom is there to set me straight. Putting yourself out there is hard, I know. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. A couple of years ago, I had heard of a local theater group known as Walpole Children's Theater, WCT for short. I had no intention of auditioning for their upcoming play. However, as soon as my mom found out about the auditions, there was no option. I was very reluctant to try something new, but I'm glad I did. I ended up landing a role. Sure, I was just part of the ensemble. Still, I was ecstatic. I tried out the following year and the year after that. I was cut both times, but hey, you win some, you lose some. I know this because just this year, with my mom's help, I decided to try out for the 8th grade girls Metro West basketball team. My efforts soon paid off, and I received a spot on the B team. Besides striving for the best grades or the best opportunities, I also yearn to be the best person I can be. I learned this from my mother, whose expectations for me are very high. Something I really appreciate, though, is the amount of time that my mom takes out of her busy schedule for me and my younger brother. Sometimes it can be hard to do so, but somehow she still manages. Like, if I'm stuck on a homework problem, usually math, she drops everything to come help me. Or if I just need someone to talk to, she's always willing to be that person. Then there's the driving back and forth from play rehearsals, my brother's karate lessons, back home, and then off to my basketball practice. This was earlier in the year. Nowadays it usually goes lacrosse, baseball, rehearsals, more baseball, math tutoring, karate, and then guitar lessons. Things get pretty crazy, but my mom is the glue holding everything together. I also love the little things my mom does for me, particularly going out of her way every Saturday morning to pick me up a coffee roll from Country Kitchen. My mom knows I love coffee rolls. And she also knows that you need to get there early before they're all gone. So we've kind of made it a tradition that after boot camp lets out around 6:30 a.m., so early, my mom buys me a coffee roll. Usually it's the only thing that'll actually get me out of bed in the morning. So it's sort of a win-win situation. That's not all she does, though. To tell you the truth, far from it. In our house, it's my job to feed the cat and scoop her litter box. I am horrible at this. Don't worry, though. The cat has not yet starved to death, thanks to my mother, who is pretty much always there to clean up my mess and then lecture me about it afterwards. In addition to all of this, she takes the time to help me with my schoolwork and proofread all of my essays, except for this one, which is going to be a surprise. Besides all the other things like making dinner, doing the laundry, or cleaning the house, I could go on and on about all that my mother does for my family and me. Trust me, the list is endless. What I admire most about my mom is her gumption and charisma. My mother definitely has a strong personality. In other words, she's very stubborn. Very stubborn. Sometimes this can be rather irritating, but most of the time it's a good thing. Growing up, my mom was the youngest of 4 kids, all of whom were cared for by my widowed grandmom after her husband had died at a young age. Life was tough. I'm not going to get into details, but there were a lot of sacrifices that had to be made and a lot of hardships that had to be endured. However, my mom would not be the person that she is today without facing those tough times. Her strength and determination just completely amazes me. So much has been taken from her, yet all she wants to do is just give back. For instance, my mom is very much involved with our church. She is the superintendent of Sunday school and is always present for church services, fundraisers, and community service projects. On top of all of that, she volunteers at school events and works part-time as a destination service consultant. Honestly, I don't know how she does it. I feel overwhelmed just thinking about everything she has done. In the end, I'm so grateful to have the mother that I do, for she has set such a great example for my brother and me, and has already taught us so much. Although I might not seem thankful all the time, I am. After all, my mom and I have been through a lot together. We don't always agree on everything and tend to butt heads a lot. As a matter of fact, there's a lot I have yet to learn about my mother. I am still trying to figure her out, for she is a work in progress, as am I, along with everybody else. However, I know she is a fantastic mother. I don't know what I would do without her. I just hope that someday I'm capable of becoming half the woman she is today. I still have a lot I could say. A lot. But I'm already on my 4th page. So with that, there's only one thing left to say, and that is, thank you, Mom.